Chosen ones, today we are going to talk about something that can change the way you see your own journey. What happens when a chosen one is hurt? Have you ever felt that the pain you carry is not like that of others? That it feels deeper, almost as if it has a greater purpose? The pain of a chosen one is not just suffering. It is a calling, an invitation to something greater. Each wound, each challenge, carries a hidden message waiting to be revealed. But what happens when someone tries to bring down a chosen one? Are they destroyed, or do they rise even stronger? In this video, we will explore how the wounds of a chosen one can be the beginning of a powerful awakening. We will talk about how pain can transform, how it can activate hidden gifts, and how, even in the most difficult moments, the chosen one finds strengths they didn't even know they had. If you have ever felt that your pain is different, that it pushes you to grow and transform, then this video is for you. Stay with me until the end, because you will discover that the wounds of a chosen one are never the end. They are the beginning of something much greater. And before we start, I want to invite you to follow the channel. Here we talk about journeys, challenges, and the power that exists within each chosen one. If this message resonates with you, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content. Let's embark on this journey together. For most people, pain is seen as something that only hurts, weakens, and paralyzes. But for a chosen one, pain has a much deeper meaning. It is not just suffering, it is a portal. It is as if each wound carries a message, an invitation to see beyond what the eyes can see. When a chosen one faces pain, they are not just dealing with the suffering itself. They are being called to grow, to break free from old patterns, and to access parts of themselves that were dormant. It is in this moment that they begin to realize that pain is not a punishment, but an opportunity for transformation. Each challenge that a chosen one faces is like a key. This key opens doors to new levels of consciousness, to a deeper understanding of who they are and what they came to do in this world. It is as if pain is a teacher, imparting lessons that can only be learned through experience. Betrayals, losses, and challenges are common in the life of a chosen one. But instead of destroying them, these experiences strengthen them. It is as if each wound is a scar that tells a story of overcoming. These marks do not weaken them. They make them wiser, more resilient, and more connected to their essence. Pain also has the power to shatter illusions. Often we live trapped in ideas, relationships, or situations that are not aligned with who we truly are. When a chosen one is hurt, these illusions begin to fall away. They start to see the truth more clearly, even if it is uncomfortable at first. It is in this process that spiritual gifts begin to awaken. Intuition becomes stronger, sensitivity increases, and the chosen one starts to notice signs that previously went unnoticed. It is as if pain activates something within them, something that has always been there but needed a push to emerge. The true purpose of a chosen one often reveals itself in moments of greatest pain. It is when they are at rock bottom that they discover their inner strength, their ability to rise again, and to transform their own life. And by doing so, they also inspire others to do the same. The pain of a chosen one is never in vain. It is a process of refinement, like the fire that purifies gold. It is through it that they become who they truly are, that they discover their light, and that they learn to use it to illuminate the path for others. When a chosen one is hurt, they do not destroy themselves. They are reborn. They emerge from pain stronger, more aware, and more aligned with their mission. And that is why, even in the most difficult moments, they never give up. They know that pain is just a part of the journey, not the final destination. If you feel that the pain you carry is different, that it calls you to something greater, perhaps you are a chosen one. And if so, remember, your pain is not the end. It is the beginning of a transformation that can change not only your life, but also the lives of everyone around you. When a chosen one is hurt, the impact goes far beyond what the eyes can see. No matter how much the pain seems physical or emotional, something much deeper happens in their energy field. It is as if the wound is a trigger that initiates a complete reorganization of their energy. This transformation is not visible, but it is extremely powerful. The energy matrix of a chosen one is unique. It is like a living system, constantly evolving, that reacts to everything happening around it. When they are hurt, whether by words, actions, or difficult situations, this matrix undergoes a process of adaptation. Old limitations begin to fall away. Blockages that prevented them from moving forward are dissolved, and new capabilities begin to emerge. Often, the chosen one does not notice these changes immediately. But over time, they start to realize that something within them is different. Their intuition becomes sharper. They begin to feel energies around them, and they notice signs that previously went unnoticed. It is as if the wound had activated a new level of sensitivity and awareness. This energetic activation can be confusing for the chosen one at first. They may feel overwhelmed, as if they are carrying a heavier weight than before. But, in reality, what is happening is an expansion. Their energy is adjusting to accommodate these new capabilities, and this can be uncomfortable at first. After great suffering, many chosen ones report experiences that seem inexplicable. More vivid dreams, premonitions that come true, a deeper connection with nature, or even the feeling of being guided by something greater. These are signs that their energy matrix has been activated and is functioning at a higher level. This process also has a direct effect on the people around the chosen one. Their energy, now stronger and clearer, begins to impact those who are close. Some people may feel drawn to this new vibration, while others may pull away, unable to handle the intensity of this transformation. And the most interesting thing is that those who try to hurt a chosen one often face the consequences of their own actions. This happens because the energy of a chosen one is naturally protected by universal laws. When someone tries to bring them down, this energy reacts, returning to the aggressor what was sent. It is like a boomerang effect, where the negative intention returns to the one who created it. This energetic return is not something the chosen one needs to provoke. They do not need to retaliate or seek revenge. The universe itself takes care of balancing the energies, ensuring that every action has a consequence. This is part of the natural protection that surrounds a chosen one, a protection that becomes even stronger after they go through great suffering. Another important aspect of this energetic impact is the clarity it brings. After facing a wound, the chosen one begins to see things differently. They realize who is truly by their side, who is genuine and who is not. This clarity can be painful, but it is essential for them to continue their journey with more lightness and purpose. The energetic reorganization also allows the chosen one to release old patterns that no longer serve them. Fears, limiting beliefs, and traumas that once held them back begin to disappear. It is as if pain is a catalyst that pushes the chosen one to a new level of freedom and authenticity. This transformation is not something that happens just once. Whenever a chosen one faces a great challenge, their energy matrix adjusts again, allowing them to continue evolving. It is a continuous process that makes them stronger and more aligned with their mission. If you are a chosen one and have gone through moments of great suffering, pay attention to the signs around you. Perhaps you are noticing subtle changes in your energy, in your thoughts, or in your emotions. This is an indication that your energy matrix is reorganizing, preparing you for something greater. The wound that seemed only pain is, in fact, an activation. It is through it that the chosen one discovers new capabilities, new ways of seeing the world, and new ways to fulfill their mission. And no matter how difficult the process may seem, it always leads to a transformative result. Everything in the universe operates based on energy. Every action, thought, or intention generates a reaction. This is the essence of the law of return. What you send out into the world comes back to you. And when it comes to a chosen one, this law acts with even more force and precision. Many people try to hurt a chosen one. They sabotage, betray, humiliate, or attempt to harm them in some way. They believe they will go unpunished, that their actions will remain in the past. But the universe does not work that way. The energy they send out returns to them, multiplied. It is like a boomerang. What they throw out comes back. When someone tries to steal the peace of a chosen one, that person ends up diving into chaos. When they attempt to hurt their soul, their own lives fill with pain. This happens because the energy of a chosen one is protected. They carry a greater mission, and the universe acts to ensure that they continue on their path. The chosen one does not need to retaliate. They do not need to seek revenge or worry about getting back at others. The universe itself takes care of balancing the energies. The law of return is relentless. It gives each person exactly what was sent out, and often it returns in an even more intense form. This energetic protection is natural. The chosen one does not ask for it, but it is always present. It is as if the universe says, "You have an important mission. I will take care of those who try to stop you." That is why those who attempt to bring down a chosen one end up facing the consequences of their own actions. The return is not always immediate. Sometimes it takes time for the energy sent out to come back to the one who created it, but it always returns, and when it does, it brings with it the weight of the negative intentions that were cast. That is why many who hurt a chosen one end up losing what they tried to take. If they tried to take your peace, they lose theirs. If they tried to destroy your confidence, they themselves become insecure. If they tried to humiliate you, they end up facing situations that bring them shame. The universe is just. It gives each one exactly what they deserve. This law is not about punishment. It is about balance. The universe always seeks to restore harmony. When someone tries to disrupt the energy of a chosen one, that attempt creates an impact that needs to be corrected. And this correction happens through energetic return. The chosen one, in turn, learns to trust this process. They understand that they do not need to waste their energy on revenge or resentment. Their strength lies in moving forward, in continuing their journey. They know that the universe is taking care of everything. Often, the chosen one does not even notice the return happening. They are so focused on their mission that they do not worry about those who tried to harm them. But at some point, they hear about it. They discover that those who hurt them are facing difficulties. And even so, they do not take pleasure in this. The chosen one understands that everyone reaps what they sow. They know that the pain others face is a result of their own choices. And instead of celebrating, they feel compassion, because they know how hard it is to deal with the consequences of our actions. This compassion is what sets the chosen one apart. They do not wish harm on anyone, not even those who hurt them. They simply move forward, trusting that the universe is taking care of everything. And by doing so, they become even stronger. If you are a chosen one and have been hurt, remember this. You do not need to retaliate. You do not need to worry about those who tried to bring you down. The universe is on your side. It is taking care of you and ensuring that justice is served. And if you have seen someone who hurt you face difficulties, know that this is not your responsibility. It is merely the return of the energy that person sent out. You do not need to carry that weight. Just continue your journey with a light heart and a mind focused on your mission. The law of return is one of the greatest protections a chosen one has. It ensures that even in the most difficult moments, balance will be restored, and in the meantime, the chosen one continues to grow, learn, and strengthen. When a chosen one faces pain, they never come out of it the same way they entered. Pain, no matter how intense, does not destroy them. On the contrary, it transforms them. It is as if something inside them is activated, something that was dormant and could only awaken through suffering. After going through difficult moments, the chosen one realizes that their perspective on life changes completely. They begin to see things more clearly. What once seemed confusing or meaningless now becomes part of a greater purpose. This clarity is one of the first signs that awakening is happening. Pain also brings forth a strength that the chosen one did not even know they had. During suffering, they may feel weak, lost, or even defeated. But as they move through this phase, they realize that they have survived. And not only survived, but emerged stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for the challenges to come. This process of transformation does not happen only internally. It also affects the world around the chosen one. People who were once part of their life begin to drift away. Others, who are more aligned with their new energy, start to appear. It is as if the universe is reorganizing everything so that they can move forward with more lightness. Dreams become more vivid. The chosen one begins to receive messages through images, sensations, and intuitions. These messages are not coincidences. They are signs that they are more connected with their essence and with the purpose that brought them here. Synchronicities also increase. The chosen one starts to notice that certain things happen at the exact moment they need them. Encounters, opportunities, and even challenges arise so precisely that they cannot ignore them. It is as if the universe is guiding every step of their journey. What was once seen as a defeat is now understood as an initiation. Pain was not a punishment, but a necessary process for the chosen one to grow. They realized that each wound, each tear, and each moment of suffering prepared them for something greater. This awakening brings a new sense of purpose. The chosen one begins to understand that their life has a greater meaning, that they are here to fulfill a mission. This mission may be to help others, share their story, or simply live authentically and inspiringly. The chosen one can never be truly brought down. No matter how much they try to hurt them, no matter how much life challenges them, they always find a way to rise again. Their strength does not come from the absence of pain, but from the ability to overcome it. That is what makes them so special. During the awakening, the chosen one also learns to trust themselves more. They realize that all the answers they seek are within them. Pain has taught them to listen to their intuition, to follow their heart, and to believe in their own ability to overcome any obstacle. This process is not easy. The awakening can be lonely, confusing, and even frightening, but at the same time, it is liberating. The chosen one begins to detach from everything that no longer serves them: fears, limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, and old patterns. They become lighter, freer, and more aligned with who they truly are. Pain also teaches the chosen one to appreciate the simple things in life. They begin to notice the beauty in small moments, the importance of genuine connections, and the power of gratitude. This shift in perspective helps them live more fully and consciously. The awakening is not a final destination. It is a continuous process. The chosen one is always learning, growing, and transforming. Each challenge they face takes them to a new level of consciousness, to a new stage of their journey. If you are a chosen one and are going through a moment of pain, know that this is not the end. It is just the beginning of something greater. Trust the process, even if it seems difficult. The pain you feel now is preparing you for the awakening that is to come. The awakening after pain is one of the most transformative experiences a chosen one can live. They do not just survive suffering, they emerge from it stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their mission. And by doing so, they become an inspiration to everyone around them. Pain is never the end for a chosen one. It is the beginning of a new chapter, of a new version of themselves. And no matter how difficult the process may seem, it always leads to something greater, something worthwhile. Because the chosen one does not just overcome pain, they are reborn from it. If you are going through a moment of pain, know that this is not the end. Pain is not a punishment, but a process of transition. It is as if life is preparing you for something greater. No matter how difficult it seems right now, this moment is shaping you, strengthening you, and transforming you. The first step in dealing with pain is to accept it as a teacher. This may seem difficult, but it is essential. Ask yourself, what is this experience trying to teach me? Every pain carries a lesson. It may be about patience, strength, self-knowledge, or even about letting go of what no longer serves you. Accepting pain does not mean conforming to it. It means understanding that it is part of the process. When you stop fighting against the pain and start learning from it, something inside you changes. You begin to see suffering as an opportunity for growth, not as a burden. Taking care of your energy is the next step. During moments of pain, your energy may become more vulnerable. It is important to protect yourself. Distance yourself from toxic people and environments that drain your strength. Surround yourself with things that bring you peace, such as nature, music, or moments of silence. Meditation can be a great ally in this process. It helps you connect with your essence, calm your mind, and strengthen your spirituality. Even if you have never meditated before, start with a few minutes a day. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to feel the present moment. Strengthening your spirituality is also essential. This does not mean following a specific religion, but rather connecting with something greater. It can be through prayer, gratitude, or simply trusting that the universe is taking care of you. This connection gives you the strength to continue, even in the most difficult moments. Trust the process. This is one of the most challenging parts, but also one of the most important. Everything that is happening has a reason. Even if you cannot see it now, at the right moment, the purpose behind each challenge will be revealed. Trusting the process is not about having all the answers. It is about believing that even in pain, you are being guided. It is about knowing that each step, no matter how difficult, is leading you to where you need to be. Remember that you are not alone. Often, pain can make you feel isolated, as if no one understands what you are going through. But there are other chosen ones facing similar challenges. You are part of something greater, a shared journey. Allow yourself to feel. Do not suppress your emotions. Cry, scream, write. Do whatever is necessary to release what is inside you. Pain needs to be felt in order to be transformed. When you allow yourself to feel, you also allow yourself to heal. Take care of your body. Remember that pain does not define who you are. It is just a part of your journey. You are so much more than the challenges you face. You are the strength that overcomes, the light that continues to shine, even in the darkest moments. If you are going through a moment of pain, trust that this is leading you to something greater. Accept pain as a teacher. Take care of your energy, and trust the process. You are transforming, even if you cannot yet perceive it. Your strength is just beginning to awaken. And when this process is over, you will be stronger, wiser, and more connected to who you truly are. pain is not the end. It is the beginning of a new version of yourself. Now that you understand what happens when a chosen one is hurt, I ask you, have you ever felt that your pains have transformed you? Have you noticed signs that your energy changed after a difficult moment? If so, share in the comments. Your story can help other chosen ones understand their own path. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content about this journey. You are not alone, you are strong, and your mission is just beginning. The pain of a chosen one is never the end. It is always the beginning of something greater.